Okay, so we are going to start for today. Just real quick, I wanted to recap all the amazing things that we covered over the past week. Um, for those of you who weren't there any of those days, I just wanted to give a quick summary of everything that we covered. So, day one, we did prompt engineering. We learned about how to make the best out of AI, how to use it most efficiently based on just prompting it the correct way, writing out the right messages to make sure that you get the responses that you want from whatever AI you're using. This is great, makes you a lot faster, a lot more efficient when you're doing stuff for studying or school. So it's always a really useful tool. And then day two, we covered how to make your own custom study buddy using Poe. We made a custom tutor chatbot, and you can customize that to whatever you need, whatever thing might be helpful for you. So that's something that was really useful. I still use that as well. And then yesterday, we covered a few really useful tools for learning and just learning with AI. So we went over Notebook LM Napkin, which helps you generate these really cool visuals, and then a couple of others like Perplexity and Notion, which are both really great for doing research and taking notes. So that's just a quick recap of what we did over the past 3 days. If you guys missed anything, please feel free to look at my YouTube channel for a quick recap of what we covered those few days and the main content. So with that, we are going to dive right into today. And today we're going to be making our own custom app with AI, which is going to be really fun. And I think this is going to be something that is one of like the most amazing things you can do with AI. Like creating an entire app in the span of maybe like 30 minutes is actually like unheard of. When I first heard of it, I was in like disbelief because I really thought that it wouldn't be that simple, but here we are. So I made my own app using Lovable AI just a couple of days ago. So I'm going to share that app with you right now and just walk you through it so you guys have an example of what we're going to do for today. So this is just the home screen for my app. So this app is meant to be kind of like Notion. It helps you keep track of all your assignments and what you have to do, but it also helps you dive right into the work that you have to do based on your motivation level and how much time you have. So it'll create a custom study schedule for you. So on this home screen, you can add whatever assignments you have, and it'll come up with an assignment list for you on the left. So for example, let's put English essay, and that's for English. And then we're just going to choose a random due date because thankfully I don't actually have an English essay to do. And then let's say it's going to take about 2 hours, which is 120 minutes. And I'm going to put medium effort. So once I say add assignment, it'll go into this little space on the right. It'll show me how many days I have left to complete it and the little details that I added before, like the effort level and how much time it's going to take. Then this next screen, we have just planning your time. So this is going to help you make that study plan. It's going to ask you how many minutes can you study per day, and then what's your motivation level for today. So let's say I can study for 3 hours maybe, which is 180 minutes. Motivation, I'm pumped and I'm ready. And how many days can I study this week? Let's just go with all the weekdays. I'm going to say create my schedule, and then that study plan is going to pop up here. And it is going to give me time. It's going to say Monday from 4 to 5, you're going to be working on this English essay. So it's really cool creating your own custom study plan based on all the assignments you have. Since I only have one in here right now, it's not going to make it really detailed. But once you get more assignments in there, you'll definitely start to see the extent of what this app can do. And then we have this focus mode. This is going to be just like a Pomodoro method. It's going to say 25 minutes of focus, 5-minute break, and it's even going to set mini goals for the session. And then it'll show you your focus stats, and some tips for doing the Pomodoro method. And then here we just have a fun screen. This is for rewards. It shows you how many days in a row that you studied, your best streak, the amount of Pomodoro sessions you did. Going to give you little badges based on how much stuff you've done. You're going to get some power-ups and rewards. It's like a 5-minute break earned after 3 sessions, study playlist, a motivational quote, and then you can create your own custom goals down here. And those are going to pop up on the bottom. And then finally, just because I want to have a little fun with it, I made an aesthetics page. So here, for the 2 of you that just joined, I'm going through the app that I made using Lovable AI earlier this week. Yes, I can put the link to the website after I'm done presenting it, but you will get to make your own as well. So everyone will have an opportunity to make something like this. Here I have a few themes just for fun, and then you can also create your own custom theme. So let's just go like green forest palm or something. And it'll create a custom theme based on that. So has some green, blue, this little meditation symbol. So it's definitely a really great app for the amount of time that I put into it. So I just spent like 1 hour on this, and I managed to create all of this, which is going to be a really helpful tool actually for me during the school year, because I can create my own study plans. I can input all my assignments in one place. I can see how much effort they're going to take, how much time I've allotted for them, and stuff like that. So I think that this tool will be really helpful, not only for me, but for you guys. So I'm going to share the link for this tool in the chat. And feel free to take a look into it if you're interested. And since I'm done presenting this app, we're going to go into brainstorming ideas for your guys' apps. So I'm going to stop presenting my screen real quick. I thought it would be a fun idea, just so the apps are customized for you guys, to do a little brainstorming session to see what ideas we have for what apps we can create. I want to see what you guys think that you need. Yes, I made it. We're going to go over how to make it today. So we're just going to brainstorm some ideas that we have. I want to make sure that you guys actually use the apps that you make. So we're going to dive into this little brainstorming session. In case you guys don't have any ideas off the top of your heads, I also have a few template prompts that I've made just for apps like the one that I presented to you guys. So if you don't have anything that you really want to do off the top of your head, feel free to use those prompts and customize them a bit more. Okay, one sec. I'm going to present the brainstorming doc that I have, and then you guys can put ideas in the chat. We're going to do this for a couple of minutes, and then after that, I'm going to dive into how you guys can make your prompts to generate your app, and then we'll go into making the app and customizing it more. So here I have some templates that I already have for you guys. I do have prompts for these, and I'll put the document with all the prompts in the chat once we actually start going into using Lovable. But for now, if you guys have any ideas, feel free to put them in the chat, and then we can put them in the doc and see if we can make prompts for them. Okay, so these are all some great ideas. Community service hours, yeah. So we're going to just put a cap on it here since we already have so many ideas. If you guys have any in your head, feel free to use those. These are just, I wanted everyone to share their ideas, so if there was anything anyone else wanted to create, then they could take inspiration from this list that we already have. And now I'm just going to go into actually making a prompt for this. Okay, so basically, what we want to do for creating the prompt for this app is Lovable takes the prompt that you give it and then creates an app based on all the ideas that you provide for it. So the more structured you are, the more clear you are, and the more details that you provide, the more specific and custom your app will be to you. So it's really important that we make sure we're making our prompts really specific. We're using those prompt engineering principles that we talked about in the first class. If you guys weren't here, also you can use ChatGPT to generate your prompts. So here I've asked it, I've asked ChatGPT, your task is to create a prompt that I can use to create a school organizer app with Lovable. I want the app to help students plan their week, track assignments, and set study goals. I want it to be able to sync with a calendar, create color-coded lists, and have an assignment prioritization chart. So I just gave it a few things that I want the app to have, and then I told it that its task is to create a prompt that I can plug into Lovable. So here is what it gave me. So this is the prompt for the school organizer app. It gave an overall just summary of what we're doing here, and then it gave specific features like weekly planner support, assignment tracker, study goal setter, priority chart generator, and more. And also gave an example input, which is few shot prompting. So you give a successful example, and the AI knows how to structure its outputs so that they match kind of what's here. So if you guys have any ideas, now is a good time to start brainstorming some prompts that you can use. I'm going to put a document in the chat with a few pre-made prompts for a few useful school things. I have like, let's see. I have a motivation coach app. I have a creative brainstorming app. So those are a couple of pre-made templates that I already have for you guys. But I do encourage you to create your own prompts because this is your own app, and I want you guys to be able to explore and make it so that it's customized to you and what you need. So I'm just going to give like until, let's say, 5:20 to generate prompts. If you guys need any help, feel free to ask me. You can also do what I did here with telling ChatGPT what you want and a few features you want to include, and then it'll generate a prompt for you, which is really useful because it'll make it really detailed, and that's a really good thing to plug into Lovable as well. Since it's about 5:22 and I want to have enough time to create these apps, I am going to go into the app creation process. Does anyone else need any help with prompts? Is everyone have access to the doc with the example prompts that I gave you? I just want to make sure that everyone has everything we need before starting with Lovable. Okay, great. So I'm going to put the link to the app generator AI into the chat. It's called Lovable, and Lovable is a really great AI. You can use it to generate apps, websites, so much more that you would never think about making just by yourself or like spending a lot of time. it definitely makes the whole process a lot faster and a lot easier. It's very beginner friendly. So that's why I really love this app. I put the link to it in the chat. So everyone, please take a second to get there, sign in. I'm just going to present my screen too. So this is the landing page that you'll get. As you can see, I'm already signed in, but you guys use your emails and sign into the app, and then we can copy and paste our prompts into the generator. I'm also really looking forward to all the apps that you guys are going to make today. So I really want to have you share the links to all your apps in the chat after you're done creating them so I can take a look at them. I'm just really curious to see what you all make because I might just take one and use it myself because these are really useful and I know that I'm going to be using the one I made a lot. So I want to see what you guys create too. So is everyone on the screen? Are we good? Signed in? Okay, it's 5:30, so I'm going to move on. If anyone else has any questions, please let me know. But we're going to go on to the prompting section of this. So what I want you guys to do is paste your prompt into Lovable and click send. It's going to take a couple of minutes to generate your app, and it'll most likely give you an error message saying it couldn't do something. But it'll also give you a button that says, fix it, try and fix it or something. It'll be a little thunderbolt. So if you click on that button, Lovable will go through and reiterate, and it'll try and fix its own issue. And most of the time, that will work. So don't panic if you get an error. I got an error when I first started generating my app too. So just wait it out and look in the Lovable chat. It'll be on the left side. You also only have 5 queries you can make to the Lovable chat. So don't put anything in the chat for now. We're going to wait so we can use those to customize our app. So now we're just going to move on to, if you have any questions, put them in the chat, by the way. We're going to move on trying to try and customize the app. So how you do that is through the Lovable chat. So you can tell the chat to do like a number of things, and it will add those or modify your app based on what you tell it. So here, as you can see on my screen, Lovable created the initial app. So this is the first message it gave me. And then if it gives you this error, like error build unsuccessful, click this. It says try to fix. That'll usually fix it. Like for me, I can see the issue, and then it fixes it, and it gives me the app. So here, after getting my original app, at first it was just my assignments, time and energy, and study plan, and I added all of this later. So first I said, add a focus mode / study timer, built-in Pomodoro style timer, suggest mini goals, and then include stretch and breathing tips for in-break reminders. So by sending that message to the chat, it added this new screen, and it'll give me all of this. If you don't like the color of your app or you don't like the layout, you can say modify the colors so that it's like white and black, or modify the app so that it's more minimal, or that it has more details, or make the buttons different, or something like that. You can change it and modify it in a lot of different ways. Keep in mind though, since Lovable does do a lot, it has a limit to the free plan, so you can only send 5 messages in the chat. You can still keep modifying it. The 5 credits will reset every day. So don't worry too much about it. Just for now, that's going to be like the modifications you can do. I also told it to add streaks and rewards. something that you can do if you want to use this app on your phone is say that modify the app so that it's viable for both mobile and desktop use. So that way, when you open it on your phone, the layout won't be all weird or something. It'll actually work and it'll function like it does on a computer. And then I also did this to create this last themes thing. So use that chat, modify your app in any way that you want. Please feel free to go back and work more on your apps later. The 5 free credits to modify your apps in the chat reset every day. So if you want to go back and make more changes, just wait until tomorrow or the day after. So I want to make sure that you guys keep working on these because they have the potential to be really useful. I really hope that you are all able to build apps that you think are going to be useful for you and want to build more on in the future.